Hi y'all, today I'm going to be doing a review over the Samsung NX Mini. So this is the camera that I showed in my recent haul video. I am not like a super technical person when it comes to my cameras. I'm still learning, so I feel like I'm more of like a novice at the whole camera thing. I have a Canon DSLR camera and I'm still trying to learn how to use more of the manual functions. This video is not really going to go into the technical aspects of this camera. It's more going to show what I personally use the camera for and the quality of the camera as far as my needs. So I bought this camera specifically to just bring with me on the go so that I could take pictures on this instead of my camera phone. So I have the Samsung Note 3 and I had just noticed that over the years I was using my camera phone, whether it was this one or my other phones that I've had, and I would use mainly the front-facing camera to take pictures. The megapixels on the front-facing camera on my phone is not the greatest, and so for that reason I felt like I needed to get a little point-and-shoot camera, and that's what I'm using the Samsung NX Mini for. Now in my haul video I talked about another point-and-shoot camera, which is the Canon ELPH 340HS, and that camera I ended up sending back. I wasn't able to keep it long enough to do this video, and so I had to send it back, but I do have video footage from the Canon because I wanted to compare the two as far as quality goes. Now I've been thinking about purchasing the Samsung NX Mini for a while now. I was just a little bit unsure because there aren't a whole lot of reviews on this camera online, and so I was afraid I was going to get poor quality from it, but I've been using it for about a month now and I really do like it. So personally for me, what I use this camera for is just to take photos and video of things on the go when I don't have my DSLR with me. I'm not using it for like professional photography or for like pictures for my blog. I don't really use it for that. I use it more for on-the-go type of situations. Now obviously I don't vlog, but I've been thinking about doing it, but that's not the purpose of why I bought this camera. So I do want to say that because I know some people might think to get this as their vlog camera, and I personally think that it's good quality in comparison to other point-and-shoot cameras like the Canon. I do think that it is comparable in quality. Now I'm looking at Canons that are more in the like 150 to like 250 range. I'm not looking for I'm not comparing it to the higher end smaller cameras such as the Canon G7X. However, that camera is around the $600 price point and vlogging is not why I bought this camera. So I want to clear that up. But if you're like me who's just capturing memories on the go and being okay with good quality, not the highest quality, but it's still good quality, then this would probably be a good camera for you to start off with. And so I will be inserting some footage probably towards the end of this video to show you how this camera works in low light, natural lighting, artificial lighting. So I'm just going to share some of the features of this camera that I personally use and really like about it. Okay, so I purchased this camera off of Amazon and I purchased it for about $280. Now the version of this camera that I purchased was with the 9mm lens, and so this is a prime lens, meaning that it doesn't zoom. As I was trying to purchase a camera, I had certain criteria. So what I was looking for in specific, a high megapixel so that I could have good quality photos. I wanted a camera with 1080p so that I could do HD videos on it. Something that was compact, portable, so I could just put it in my purse. And those were really the main criteria that I had. I just really wanted to have good quality photos and videos from whatever camera I ended up getting. The additional things I thought about that would be nice but they weren't deal breakers was two things. So I was thinking that I might want a zoom camera or a camera that could zoom in and out, and I also was thinking about a camera with a flip-up screen. Out of the criteria that I just mentioned, so number one, it does have a really good megapixel, 20.5 megapixels. I do think that the picture quality is really quite good even in low lighting situations. Now if you're like in the dark, obviously it's not going to be that great. If you're in low light, it does do a good job of taking pictures. I will say that when you do take a picture in low light, you're going to have to make sure that when you press down on the shutter that you're not like wobbling your camera around, because I've noticed that the picture quality will not be as crisp and clear. It's a little bit fuzzy because of the shaking of the camera. So make sure that when you take a picture that your hand is steady, or the person, whoever's taking the picture, your hand is steady. One good thing about that is when you're taking a front-facing camera picture and you're afraid you're going to have some kind of like wobbly hand if you press the shutter, there is an option on here where you can, like if you wink, it'll count down, I think like 2 or 3 seconds, and then it'll take the picture for you, so you don't actually have to press the shutter button. Also, you can do it where you smile, and I tried doing that and it didn't really register. I don't know why, but whatever. The winking part worked, but I personally am fine with just pressing the shutter if I'm taking like a selfie, and for the most part, like if I'm not crazy wobbly, it is quite good of a clear picture. If you take a picture with flash, it does have a built-in flash, by the way, which I didn't mention, which is right here on the camera. Also, I think that there's a bundle that you could get where you could have an external flash, but I have not had any issues with needing an external flash. I haven't needed that, so I feel like the flash on built into it is quite good enough. I'm actually going to end up taking a picture right now, and I'll post this on my blog or insert a picture or something like that. So when you're doing a front-facing camera picture, like how it has it on your phone, so beauty face effect where it kind of brightens the view and smooths out lines and stuff like that. So I'm going to take a picture right now with the beauty face, and so on here you can actually, okay, I'll have it on and y'all just don't judge me. On here you can actually press the second button down. Oh, it's touchscreen, by the way. And so it turns off that beauty face, and it just gives you whatever setting you're on when you have like the camera or the flip-up screen down. And so this, I have it just on auto, and so this one here is just without any flash. And then I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn the flash on. So let me do that again so maybe y'all can see that. So I'm pressing this function button at the bottom right, and then I press on the flash, and then I put it on just this smart flash. And so here is what the picture looks like with flash. That's kind of a nice feature. I don't know why I was on the tangent, but as far as picture quality goes, like if you're taking selfies of yourself, I definitely love this front-facing camera. It's so convenient. So if I'm taking like a face of the day for Instagram, I just feel like this gives it a better quality, and then I don't have to use my DSLR and then upload it from my DSLR to my computer. So another thing about the picture quality is that I posted it on Instagram, but I was trying to take a picture of Juicy smiling. So whenever we come home, she will just smile like legit cheese, and so when she's smiling, her top lip will like pull up, and it's kind of like, it's not a really cute smile, but it's the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life, maybe because I'm her fur mother, so I might be biased, but in any case, I was able to actually capture her smile, which is really hard because she's always moving and wiggling. I think what I ended up using was, like, there's an auto function, smart program, and then you can also do like some manual adjustments, but it does have that option if you know how to use it. So on the smart mode, I actually ended up using like the action freeze options. I'll try to insert that picture or have it on my blog just so y'all can see what that looks like. So my other criteria was to be able to do HD video, and that's just for when I was out on the go taking videos of Juicy or stuff going on in my life, or if I wanted to start vlogging eventually. I just don't feel like my life's very interesting because I'm always working. I wanted to have that option by having a really high definition camera, and I don't get it why there aren't more cameras out on the market for like point and shoots at a reasonable price point that have a flip out screen. Like, it's just, I don't understand it. So I would feel like as a vlogger, it would be really difficult to know if you're like in focus or if you're in the screen as you're taking your video. And so I definitely think that the flip up screen, that was just one of the features that I really wanted, whether it was to take pictures or take videos. I really wanted that. So I think that was great. And the video footage that I do get from this camera is quite good. Also, it does autofocus, so that's awesome. I mean any point and shoot will probably end up doing that, but it does autofocus. You can also touch the screen where you want it to focus, and so it'll do that as well mid-video. As far as it being compact and on the go, you can see it is quite small and compact. I think I showed it on my haul video compared to a Canon point and shoot camera. So it is, as far as the body goes, it's not a whole lot bigger than the Canon, and especially when you flip up the screen, I mean, you can already see that it's pretty thin, so that's a great feature. Now, the only thing that really kept me from buying this camera for a while was because I was afraid how big the lens would make the camera be. I felt like it would just be really big, and that's also the reason why I purchased just the prime lens and not the zoom lens. Now, there is a zoom lens. You can either purchase it separately or you can buy the camera with the zoom lens, and it's like, I think around $350, $380. However, I felt like when I looked at it online, it makes the width of the camera like that big. I've seen reviews where you can't just stand the camera up by itself because it's too heavy. The lens will just make it flop over. I didn't feel like I would need the zoom as much. Also, considering that this does have a higher megapixel, so it's 20.5 megapixels, I felt like if it was for photos, I would be able to crop it where I needed it to be if that was the case. For video, I mean, I'd just be screwed. I wouldn't be able to zoom in. I'd have to physically move myself to get closer to whatever it was. That wasn't as big of an issue for me. I really did want to get one that had a zoom lens, would retract into the body, but there's no camera like that at the price point that I want with the flip-up screen. So when it came down to it, I felt like the flip-up screen was more beneficial for me than it would be to have a zoom lens. So that's why I purchased the 9mm lens. There's no way to put a cover on this lens. I know that's kind of a scary thing. Apparently, it's the way that this lens is built, it's supposed to be scratch proof. However, don't go and like start, scratching your nails against it or rubbing it against some hard surface or something like that. That sounded really weird. Anyway, you know what I mean. Don't be all crazy with your lens. A few of the other features that I really like about this camera, you can transfer photos, or I guess videos if you wanted to, but you can transfer photos directly to your phone, and you can do that without a Wi-Fi connection because there's Wi-Fi built into this camera. So when you're out and about and you take a picture or something, you can actually transfer it over from the camera to your phone pretty quickly. Also, it has that NFC connection where you could like touch your oh, it just did that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You could touch your phone if it has NFC capability against the camera and then transfer files that way as well. Also, you can upload it straight to Facebook, or you can send it via email or to Dropbox, but you will need a Wi-Fi connection if you were to use the upload feature for like email, Facebook, or Dropbox. Someone asked me if you're able to do it directly to Instagram. There's not that option on this camera. I haven't done any research as far as if there's a patch or something like that, but for me personally, all I do is just move it from I spit. I don't know if you all can see that. I moved it from the camera to my phone using the Wi-Fi connection between the two, and that's how I get my photos onto Instagram. Another thing that I really like about this camera is that to charge it, you can actually just plug it. It comes with this cord. It's the same kind of cord that you would use to charge your phone. This camera, it uses one of those micro SD cards, so you'll need to purchase that if you don't have that. It comes with Adobe Lightroom, I forgot which version, I think 5 or something like that, I'm not sure, but it comes with an editing program. I haven't used that editing program. I actually, whenever I need to edit my photos, I use Photoshop Elements, which came with my Canon DSLR, so I haven't used Lightroom, and I might try it eventually, and I'll update y'all if you want me to. I just haven't looked at it. I haven't even really installed it on my computer, but it comes with an editing software if that sounds interesting to you. Now there is a feature about this that I was kind of bummed out about. One of the main reasons why I purchased it over the Canon. Now there's a baby monitor function on this camera, so basically you can set this camera up in a baby's room and you can have it programmed to your phone if like the baby makes noises, or like I guess if the baby makes noises, or you can just keep it streaming and you're able to use it as a baby monitor. Now I wanted to use it as a way to check in on Juicy while I'm at work. It doesn't do that. You have to be on the same Wi-Fi network for it to work. It's not like a drop cam, so that was kind of a bummer because I thought that might be the case, but it wasn't, so whatever. That's my own fault for assuming. There's an app that you need to download in order to like get the photos off of your camera to your phone. You can also remote control your camera when you download the Samsung Smart Camera app or something like that. You can take pictures of yourself. I mean, you can do that also with the whole selfie situation going on, but if you want to like take pictures with a bunch of friends, you can put it on a table and then remote take the picture from far away, which I think is a really cool feature. I mean, overall, that's what I have to say about this camera. I mean, this is just for someone who's purely a normal consumer who wants to have a good quality point and shoot camera. For me as a consumer, what I wanted was high quality photos, videos, and something that was small and compact and was still at a reasonable price point. So for me, that'd be like less than $300, which this is. It's really nice to have the features, the extra features that I talked about, and I feel like the battery life lasted me quite a while. So I'm gonna have pictures on my blog, and I'll have a few comparison pictures to my Canon point and shoot camera that I ended up sending back. There are a lot of vloggers who use that Canon. Again, I am not a regular vlogger. When I make my YouTube videos, I use a Canon DSLR, but I have played around with the idea of maybe vlogging at least special occasions when there's something interesting. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I might post a video of the vlog footage that I do have with this camera, because I did take quite a few clips because I wanted to show y'all what the camera quality looked like, but it's not really interesting. It would be more just like for you to see the quality of the camera. So I might do that if that's something that y'all want to see, just the quality of it, more of the quality of the videos. So this is the Canon PowerShot ELPH 340HS. I'm in my office. I'm facing the window with the blinds shut, so this is like dimmer light. And this is what the Canon looks like. This is the Samsung NX Mini in my office. I'm facing the window, but the blinds are shut. So this is what it looks like. I guess you would call it dim light. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So I'm outside in my backyard. It's a cloudy day, and that's pretty much it. This is the Canon PowerShot ELPH 340HS. So I'm just gonna walk around to also test the camera stability. I don't know what you call it, but anyways, this is my backyard. Y'all don't judge us. When we built our house, it was just gonna be a lot more money to put sod in. Okay, that's the airplane. To have the builders put sod into our backyard. So right now it's really bare, has weeds and stuff like that. We're still saving up money to get it all in. So yeah, I'm just going to walk around with y'all so y'all can see like the stability of the Samsung NX Mini. See how it does when you're walking around. It's a cloudy day, so this is what the video looks like on a cloudy day. It's a little bit more distracting because there is that flip up viewfinder, and so I'm trying really hard not to look at myself. Oh, look at Juicy. There's Juicy. Hi. Okay, back to what we're doing. Anyways, okay, so yeah, this is what the Samsung NX Mini is. Like I said in the Canon video, this is my backyard. We built our house back in 2013, and it was just gonna cost a lot more to have the builders put in the sod and stuff like that into our backyard, because our backyard, as you can see, is quite large. It's like you could basically build a whole nother house on my backyard. We actually made this patio ourselves. Well, Mike did anyways. I didn't do much except for maybe carry a couple things. But yeah, that's what it is. This is what our backyard looks like. It's not really pretty yet, but we're saving up money to landscape it. And once it's done, it's gonna look really pretty, but it's expensive. So that's why it looks this way. Anyways, that's the test. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I personally would definitely recommend this. I bought it off of Amazon Prime. I know that they have it on QVC for like a bundle, but I didn't want to pay that much. I think the bundle was like around $6.50. It came with like both lenses and the external flash, all this other gadgets and stuff that I really just didn't need. I don't want both lenses. I don't want the external flash, so at least not at this moment. So yeah, that's pretty much why I got the camera. I hope this video was helpful for y'all. If it was, and if you learned anything new, then please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel, and it helps show your support of my channel, which I really do appreciate. I appreciate y'all coming back and watching my videos every week, and that really means a lot to me. This is a lot of fun for me to do. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great week, and I will talk to y'all in my next video.